Hello, everyone. Welcome to another video from the Creator Metaphysical Store. So, today I kind of really wanted to go over a lesson, and these lessons that I've been going through, I've been feeling very called to record them and share them. My guide said that this is not only going to help me process because it does. If I speak it out, it helps me process it and further integrate it. But it also help other people in their healing journeys. And so I've been doing that, and I've mostly done them on TikTok. But this one was a very big lesson that I felt really called to share it on my YouTube, my Instagram, and my TikTok. Now I already did the talk, the blah blah blah, the TikTok. But this spiritual lesson for YouTube is the same. So I recently did a shamanic journey work. I did mushrooms and did energy work with the collective. And then towards the end, after I got off the live stream, I was doing some personal work. And it's very interesting because every time I do marijuana, mushrooms, not really marijuana if it's like a high concentration of it, but marijuana, mushrooms, ayahuasca, peyote, as I take these for my religious practices and beliefs, um, I end up always doing stuff for the collective and I do stuff for myself. So it's like I do two different things while on these things. So but usually it's I do my healing stuff first, then I do the collective work. So but I did the collective work and then did my healing stuff. And for this journey, it wasn't really anything outside of myself. I didn't really go anywhere, but I was like really looking at myself and acknowledging that I had put myself in a box. I had limited my channeling because I felt like if I didn't channel a certain way, like all these other people, right, that I wouldn't be perceived as someone who's truthful, authentic, real, that I really do channel these beings, right? And it was I was like the illusion was partly made by me and the other half of the illusion was made by the societal programs and what people believe, right? So I had to acknowledge that yeah, I limited myself and I was people pleasing. This was like the main thing was people pleasing, but the underlying tones was lowering my standards, lowering my confidence, lowering my self-esteem to meet their standards, right? And then there's also this, which by doing that it lowered my confidence, it lowered my self-esteem, it lowered my it distorted my truth and my authenticity, right? So I basically remember just washing my hands and just like saying I'm done putting myself in a box. I'm going to allow myself to shine. And if people don't like how I channel, there are plenty of other channelers on here that you can find and resonate with. And I guess I was scared for a long time to really put myself out there and to be myself because I was worried that I would get hurt. But in reality, I don't think I would have gotten hurt. Yeah, it may have stung, but in reality, I'm not hurting myself. It's almost like the saying where it says, turn the other cheek. That's a parable to turn away from those that dishonor you or don't respect you. Like, don't associate yourself with negative people. And that's the general gist of it. And I had to come to this term that, I like I said, I put myself in a box, limited myself. But I'm not going to shy away from my channelings anymore. I limited it. I limited my channelings. And what I mean by limiting, I limited the amount of information that would come through. You understand? It's like I would still be sort of present and and if I didn't feel like it was going to match what the societal beliefs were, I kind of didn't channel that information. So there's that I guess that was the illusion of the ego too. Like I thought I was doing a good service to humanity, but in reality I was hindering myself in humanity. But now that I come to this realization, I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm going to allow it to come through, let it come through as it should. And if people don't resonate with it, it's okay. I channeled that information, that energy. And because I know that sometimes people don't, a lot of people think the spirit world is light and love, but it's not. It's not. It is, but it isn't. Like everything in the unified field is love. Like everything was created with love, but everything that's outside of the unified field, I've noticed, has more of a polarity of nature. Like you have yin and yang, light and dark, fire and water, earth and air. There's these polarities, and depending on how you meld the polarities, they can be volatile or they can balance and unify. You know what I'm saying? And so, like, a lot of people think that when they step into these astral, it is a dangerous place. Whether you're astral or so projecting, it is not sunshine and rainbows. As we know, there are extraterrestrials that are in parallel universes of Earth, of other dimensions. There are other types of creatures. And depending on how well you're able to protect yourself and your energy, you could either end up in the hospital as a vegetable or die, or maybe have a transformative healing experience. And so, regardless of all of this, like I try to bring truth, and the people, I just it frustrates me because a lot of people feel it is light and love, but it's not completely light and love. You know what I'm saying? If everything is a reflection of the self, then everything is like, I don't know. The point is, I'm not going to hinder myself anymore. I'm going to let myself shine and let whatever comes through come through without worrying about what societal programs the collective may have. Because I think I'm doing a disservice by not triggering those societal programs. If we are truly trying to reach 5D consciousness, I think I need to allow it to be blunt, allow it to be truthful and authentic. And because I think if I don't, I'm not going to trigger, or I'm not going to help click things within your mental, emotional, spiritual, physical, soul, energetic, whatever state of being you want to refer to. I'm not triggering and I'm not clicking it. So I feel like by allowing myself to come full force, and not letting it be filtered, it'll like help the collective, if that makes any sense. But yeah, so that's pretty much what I've come to terms with. I guess the when I ask, kind of like it helped me explain the energy. I keep getting the Venus and the Leo energy. And I guess I had this wound with the Venus and Leo energy, and that's why I was born with the Venus Leo. So to help me heal this wound and to be very passionate about myself. But not to say that I'm like holy, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that, overall, I think that this was a wound that I healed, and I feel good. I do feel different. Yeah, I feel like I really shifted, and I thought, people talk about ego deaths, right? And how they're very intense. But it wasn't really that intense for me. Yeah, I shifted, but I think because I've always continuously done shadow work, like I've always continuously chosen to develop my spiritual, emotional, mental, and physical state of being, that I guess like it was a lot easier than it normally would, because I could see an ego death being intense if you have a whole lot of baggage that you haven't tended to and for like 25 years. But see, I've done that. I've really heavily done that, and I guess in a sense I like it wasn't as intense as I thought it was going to be. And I keep asking, and it's another thing because I kept there was another, I forgot, almost forgot. There was another lesson I also learned, was letting go of control. I know Bashar talked about this, but it's like when we put limitation. Now, I don't channel Bashar, but I watch someone who does, and I believe Bashar went over this. But you know how like we sometimes ask for something and we put this stipulation of how we want it to manifest, but regardless of like that, it doesn't always manifest the way we want it to, because that's not how it works. We can't put a particular scenario and criteria of a energy that you wish to manifest for your highest good. And if we put that stipulation, it actually hinders us. So basically, I was letting go of control. No, I'm good. Not right now. I would love to start working with you. But this isn't like the video for that. Alright, yeah, thank you. If you want, you can come back later tomorrow, because I'll be doing some channeling work tomorrow around 12-ish. Hopefully I'm up around 12. So like you could do that and like come in around 12, and when I get the YouTube stuff, I'll sorry, there was this entity that wanted to come through, and I just was like, no, it's not the video for that. So as I was saying, like I had this control. And where I wanted it to be a certain way, I needed it to be this way, because this is like, it was like that it was like I wanted to stay in the comfort zone. That's why I was trying to control so much. And I have to understand that I have to let go of control. I have to let go of expectations of how things should be. Because like same thing with the channeling, I have to let go of controlling how it's going to be brought through me. I need to let go of the control. I need to let go of like control of like how things are in my reality, because we know that everything is constantly changing. I think this is the lesson of impermanence, if that makes any sense. Like I think I might be using the wrong word, but like how everything is constantly changing. Leaves grow, leaves are shed constantly, the ebb and flow of seasons, and so I need to let go of control, because if I let go of control, I'll be able to flow with the ebb and the flow of time, space, energy, in order to ebb and flow, drifting and flowing to where I need to go, where I desire to put my energy and flow effortlessly with ease. And this partly deals with the energy of water and the lessons of the water elementals. So, so I was learning how to let go of control as well, and like letting go of expectations, because I thought it was like my ego death was going to be one way, but it wasn't. But that's because, and then I realized, like, wait a minute, I need to stop that, because I need to stop thinking that I did it wrong, because I didn't do it wrong. It happened exactly as it needed to be, and I need to let go of the expectation that it was supposed to be something else. You know what I'm saying? So those are pretty much the lessons, the people pleasing and healing that energy. And then there's also the control and expectations, letting all that go, washing my hands of that energy. But yeah, so that's pretty much all that was kind of came through for me. And yeah, so I hope that my spiritual lessons and the journey that I'm going on right now, I hope that whatever information or whatever challenge that I've done so far, I hope that they've helped you on your journey. And because I really do care and I truly do love you. From one soul to another, I truly do love you. Okay? And you are so beautiful, so amazing, so you're unique, right? And I want you to know that I will always try my utmost best to be truth, to be authenticity, and to be love when it comes to these channelings, when I do these energy works, okay? With that being said, kisses, hugs, and love to all of you beautiful, amazing souls. Magical blessings until next time.